I thought I'd do another little update about where I am with the book's Note Air 3C, and particularly comparing it to my reMarkable 2. This was my very first entry into the e-ink tablet world, and then I kind of went from there, and in a way it's always been my favorite because of the physical design of it and how it feels to write. But ever since I got the Note Air 3C, I have not really reached for my reMarkable. And I'll talk a little bit about why. Sorry for my fingers. So here's the Note Air 3C. Right now it is asleep, but there's an option for transparent screensaver to show whatever you want on the screen, and I really like that. So let's wake it up. And there we go. This is like my typical daily note. This is kind of my to-do list for the next couple days. And if I don't want it to totally go away, I can just set it to be transparent and it's there. I can still see it. I have really liked the color e-ink. I know it's super subtle, but it still makes a difference. It really makes a difference for me. It makes it really pleasant to look at and differentiate some things on the screen and just like use some different pen colors for this or that. Use the shapes. Here I've like used an auto shape. I just think it looks nice, but without getting too complicated or too iPad-y. The other thing is I finally got this set up right for syncing with the Books Note Air app, or the Books app, I guess, on the phone and also online. So let me show you what the color e-ink looks like once you're looking at your notes on your device. So you can see the colors come across in the PDF as nice and vivid. And that's just, I just like it. What can I say? Is color e-ink necessary? No. I know one of the complaints here is about the battery life. Does not bother me. I would not say I'm charging it more than once every 3 or 4 days if I'm using it a lot, or like once a week when I'm just making a few notes every day and then putting it to sleep. Okay, so the reMarkable. The beauty of this machine or device, I guess, has always been the simplicity. It is just like a digital piece of paper, basically, that you can sync to your computer. So that's great. But in the last year or so, they've added the keyboard folio and added a bunch of text features with that, and infinite scroll. I don't like any of those things. I don't want any of those things. I want to be able to turn off, just toggle off any possibility for infinite scroll so that I'm not accidentally finding myself doing that when I'm in one of my notebooks. And as I've complained about before, when they introduced this, they made it so that you have an extra little tap to do when you make a new page. And it just pisses me off. I just don't like that. And so it might seem contradictory that I miss the simplicity of this, but I like the complication of this. But I can use this in a simple way too. And it feels just as good to write on to me as the reMarkable. And this is the first books product that I would say that about. And it has the bonus feature, of course, of having its own built-in lighting. So if I'm not in a nice, well-lit area with my reMarkable, it's hard to see. This is just my kind of office overhead lighting, which is not great. I don't know. It's okay. This is still like a decent device, but I am thinking about selling it because I do not need 4 or 5 e-ink tablets, and I would like to pay some bills. So I don't know. I didn't think I would adapt so quickly and thoroughly to this. Let me show you something else in terms of actually productively using it for work. So one of the things I do is consult with writers and do like some manuscript critiquing and advising and things like that. So let me show you. When I send a Word document over to my books, actually, I think in this case, I just opened the attachment from my email from Gmail on the device, and I opened the attachment. It kind of converted it automatically to the Neo Reader format. And this is where I can comment on the person's manuscript and make my notes that I'm gonna kind of go over with them on our phone call or in an email. I can highlight, I can write on it. I like that, and it makes it nice and legible. I don't have any problem visually seeing the text like I do if I'm trying to read a PDF on the reMarkable. I find with the reMarkable that I kind of have to make the font bigger in Word before I send it over as a PDF to reMarkable. Otherwise I can't see it. And then I have to like reduce it back, or the page count is off because I've made it like 16-point font. I do, again, really like the color and how it changes and makes things a little more easy to read in an app like Gmail. I like it. I don't know what more to say. Yeah. It's also the things I like about the physical design of the reMarkable books, definitely, I don't know if they copied it or or what, but this is the physical form of the Note Air 3C, and I think basically also the Note Air 2 and the Note Air 3. It is thin, it's hard, it's really nice to hold. Same with the reMarkable. This is nice and thin, really sleek and sexy, comfortable to use, but it feels more fragile. This is also thin, but it just feels a little more durable. I'm not as worried about breaking it, and if I put it into the case it came with and fold it all up nice and tight, it feels very safe and secure, which I would not say I feel that way about the reMarkable folio that I have, the kind of canvas folio that it came with. So I don't know. I've always really enjoyed the reMarkable and how the desktop app works, but this might be my one true device, because it does the things I like about the reMarkable, where I can add color highlighting and see that when I sync to my desktop or to the app. If I do want to pop onto email, grab an attachment, send something, I have that option here, but there's not a lot going on like with an iPad where it's going to distract me. It's more like it's there if I need it, but it's not so fast and easy to get to the other apps, which again, for me, that's a plus. So I'm really loving the Note Air 3C. I haven't had any issues with it. I love the design. I just think it looks cool. It feels cool. I use my Scribe Pen Plus on it because it's comfortable. It has the eraser and it's still sticks. And yeah, I might be listing this for sale over on Swappa soon or elsewhere. I don't know. It'll be hard to say goodbye because this was like my first love, my gateway to e-ink. But I don't like the directions the company has taken, and it feels like they're not listening to a lot of the users. Although maybe people in a business setting, maybe they love the keyboard folio and all of that. It just feels like they've put a lot of time and energy into the text features that would relate to what the keyboard folio can do, and not really introduce some of the things that users would want, like the ability to toggle off the infinite scroll, better tagging, better search functionality. So I don't know. Maybe I'll keep it, but I do love the Note Air 3C. I have no regrets. That's all. Oh, I know. I had a question for viewers. Do you subscribe to this channel because you like gadgets, or because you're a writer, or because you're a writer who likes gadgets, or because you like gadgets and you sometimes write? I'm curious because I could do some more like specific writing focused content, or I could just stick with my little gadget reviews. So let me know why you're here. Thanks.